I know people in the comments would be like, you're saying this, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't, but I'm going to say it anyway, all right? I want to talk about Jake Paul and the Nate Robinson fight. Obviously, a lot of people saw it. One of the most insane things was on the Mike Tyson undercard, wasn't it? Which is actually insane. But yeah, so that fight, obviously, the backing behind it, there was the whole social media thing. I wasn't hyped for it personally. I think the whole YouTube boxing scene is a bit, and obviously this is someone that went to ringside to watch Logan Paul KSI. I must admit I was absolutely smashed at that fight. And seeing like the professional boxers, seeing that display, and seeing KSI Logan kind of just fucking throw haymakers at each other. It's sort of like watching professionals and then not. But Jake Paul, he looks quite tidy, doesn't he?
He's a fucking good boxer.
Yeah.
He's decent for a YouTuber. He's a decent boxer. He's got really good footwork.
Yeah, his footwork's good.
He will smash KSI if they have a fight.
Yeah.
And I love KSI, by the way. I'm not just I think KSI is brilliant, but if them two box, KSI won't box him. I don't think.
I don't think he will, because I know that he really wanted to focus on his music and stuff. I think he was, from what I've heard, he was genuinely fucking gutted that Gibb didn't put him away, because obviously if Gibb puts Jake Paul away, then Jake Paul is that question is no longer there, because he can just be like, fuck off, you lost to Gibb, and I'm not going to fight Gibb because he's my friend. So yeah, that question's always going to be there.
At some point, I don't think he can let it. I don't think he'll want to, but I think he's got to. I think KSI's got to fight.
I don't think he will though. I feel like he put everything. He put a lot.
He doesn't
into
need
the Logan, and it will he will become a meme.
Yeah.
But his brother fought him, didn't he? So it's and that was a good fight.
Yeah.
But he got lucky. I mean, he got lucky to. He actually got lucky to win that fight. I know everyone's like he got lucky to win that. It's only because Logan Paul wasn't clued up enough to not punch him on his way down. He got docked 2 points. Logan Paul would have won that quite easily. But it was only because he literally touched him while he was down that he won the fight.
Yeah.
So he does need to go in there and prove. If he goes in there and beats Jake Paul, fair play. Of course.
I think it'll be I think KSI fighting will be a better fight than that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I think he knows. I think he knows he's going to get. He wants a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because he.
I feel like with the KSI Jake thing, I think Jake stands more to gain than KSI ever will. So it's I don't think KSI doesn't need it.
If KSI went in there and knocked him out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but there's the risk that he could get knocked out. And then the power then shifts completely.
If KSI doesn't fight him, it's always gonna be brought up.
Yeah,
it's always going to be why don't you? And I think looking at Jake, and he's got a training camp. He's just going to keep getting better. And I don't like Jake Paul, but I think he's as an athlete, he looked good in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, but fucking Nate Robinson, what the fuck? Some of the shit
was awful.
I mean,
that was awful.
He was giving his fucking chin on a plate most of the time, leaning in with also don't get me wrong, I'm not a fucking boxing professional or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just saying what I see. I know people in the comments would be like, you're saying this, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't, but I'm going to say it anyway, all right? But yeah, so but Nate Robinson,
no joke. Another good clip for having content.
But leaning in with his chin. Also, we picked up he would come in with this first punch, and if the punch didn't land, he'd take it straight to Jake's body to cuddle him so they can reset, so he can have another fucking pop at this first punch in.
It's almost like though
he just looked fucking awful.
When he's throwing that punch, he's putting all his weight behind it.
Yeah,
going in with it and falling into Jake.
Yeah.
If you watch there weren't many times
no
balance. It wasn't. His balance was all over.
As well, you're putting your weight into you don't actually have to land that much of a hard shot.
No.
Someone's putting all their weight into it.
Yeah.
You kind of only need to get your aim on the chin.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul fucking not only did he get the aim on the chin, but he fucking
that knockout was tasty.
Threw that punch, and that was he got he shouldn't have gone in like that. He should have,
The first round,
the best man definitely won.
That's how you get cleanly knocked out.
The first round, Jake Paul's on his back foot all the time. He's tracking back because he's like flying at him.
Yeah,
every punch.
I know it was a bizarre display, and you could see. I felt when he got knocked down the first time in the first round, it's almost like a train hit him in the thing. Like, fuck, I'm actually probably going to lose to Jake Paul.
The referee should have called it off on that first thing. I know they can't because obviously you've got a lot of people watching and people want to see a knockout. But like from a sports standard, because like I say, he's diving in like that. And that's how serious injuries can.
100%.
He's lucky with that knockout. Yeah, like fucking smashed his face on the floor.
That's full. He was out. He was.
That was coming. That was coming.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Jake did look tidy, and one of you guys said something which I thought you were bang on. He's fought Gibb, he's fought this guy now, and he hasn't really had a tidy opponent to really display his boxing ability. So, which no disrespect to KSI, I'd much rather Jake fought. I'd much rather watch Jake fight a professional boxer, maybe even a washed-up boxer. Back in the day.
I think his next thing is who's
someone who can actually box.
Who's the guy who's like the guy
who knows what they're doing.
Conor McGregor, and then you got Conor McGregor's like part of his squad. The guy who Khabib went over the fence to try and.
Oh right, I don't know his name, but
Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, they're always giving each other shit.
So them two, I think because he's had like UFC fights or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I think he will be the next opponent. Yeah. If it's not KSI.
Do you think as well though with it, they just want like, are they bothered about actually a decent fighter, or do they want headline fucking? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's a bit of both, because I think this is obviously entirely speculation, but I feel like Jake Paul would have such an ego that he would want to. It would be easy to fucking walk in a ring with someone who can't even throw a punch and knock him out. Do you know what I mean? Like you can fucking you can. Well, it's not hard to fucking it's not hard to kick someone about, punch someone about that don't know what they're doing. Yeah. But if he can go in there and he can fucking knock someone out who has trained as a boxer their whole life, all of a sudden, I'm sure he would get more gratification out of saying, look what I just fucking did. Yeah. You're telling me that I can't box, shut the fuck up because I just silenced him, rather than, oh, wow, well done, you beat up KSI's brother.
I think Dylan Dennis would be a good opponent for him next.
That would be,
if he went in there, done, him, and then KSI, and then, looking at a couple of years, and then, he's talking about Conor McGregor. That could be his path. Like 3 fights, that's big free money.
Fucking hell.
Fair play to him. Like he's obviously how he's done it. He's done Deji, Anderson, Gibb.
Yeah.
This one's been a really good thing because he's fought someone who's an athlete.
Well, I mean, this guy is an athlete, exactly.
So I mean, from like a, professional boxing, you have to be you don't just go in and be put in against people that you can't like. Every single boxer. Anthony Joshua had probably 12 fights that he was going to go into the ring and beat the person 100%.
Yeah.
It's just building the person up.
Well, apparently, our friend who's big on boxing and that, not to pass the torch, but just in case this is incorrect, Mayweather's record is obviously incredible, but apparently he fought a lot of bums in that record.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He beat up a lot of people
boxing,
that were just
that's part of it. It's about like if you've got someone who's talented and good, I don't know whether this will continue or change, but earlier boxing is like build your record, because it sells fights, like you know what I mean, at 20-0, it's like fucking hell, and then you put the big fights together, you build the hype. Whereas I don't know, going forward with all COVID and stuff, I don't know whether that'll.
But like I say, Nate Robinson had never boxed, so the fact that he's gone in there against someone who he's never even seen is actually more dangerous than putting him in against a boxer that people know who. Do you know what I mean? If you can watch someone box, you can. Do you know what I mean? He's gone in there.
He'll earn him respect.
He's gone in there. That's what I mean.
Like, he'll get the respect. And then the Jake Paul KSI thing's like fucking like, then you're really gonna side towards Jake. I feel because it's a proper boxer. He has been called out by a few boxers, Jake Paul. Yeah,
I'd love to see. What he can really do.
Yeah,
people want to fight him, man. People because they don't like him.
It's like Mayweather. People, you tune in to watch him lose.
Yeah.
And it's like it's such great marketing. Yeah. And like I say, I'm not. Yeah.
Every fight he has.
Jake Paul, the way he comes across, he does it on purpose, so you dislike him. So, but then you watch him because you watch him. You're waiting for that. He's smart. Like I'm sure if he coming here now, like we actually met him.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be. Might be a bit of a. He might have a little bit of an ego, but he wouldn't. Yeah. He wouldn't be the massive.
You can see like he likes playing that character as well.
It's a character that he's playing. And like I say, for boxing, if you play that character, look at Mayweather. Yeah, he played that character.
Did it perfect.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor in UFC. Look at
I mean, Conor McGregor played kind of a similar character, and those two fought each other.
Yeah.
Mayweather, which was I thought was still amazing that it even happened.
It's when you talk shit before a fight. And then, like Nate Robinson was talking shit to Jake Paul, and that's why he's become a meme.
You need to, if you're going to talk shit, you need to back it up. Otherwise, you look fucking.
That's
silly.
what I mean. But Jake Paul, he's backing it up at the moment.
Yeah.
Was he a wrestler? Sorry,
I know Logan was big in wrestling.
Oh, but Jake wasn't.
Not as far as I know.
Yeah, I think he dabbled. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Sorry, Lars.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
In there.
The thing I was going to say. Do you not think that the shit talking is part of the entire scene?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, the UFC is like, like we said, the whole reason that Tyson actually thanked Jake Paul, because he said by his own admission that boxing had become like the second combat
UFC
sport.
Was kicking his ass.
So I think the shit talking thing has just been amplified.
Mate, it makes it interesting. You tune in, like if you fucking hate Jake Paul, like
you want to tune in.
You're going to watch him because you're like, I hope this cunt gets knocked out.
Yeah. And also, shit talking to each other, but between the two fighters, if you think, even if it's all fake, if you can put on a display that or marketing, which is like they fucking hate each other, they're going to go in there and try and fucking kill each other.
Watch it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take Logan Paul's for the second KSI fight. He did it so well. He literally come in like a villain, didn't he? He was wearing like the black roll hair. He played it so well that you just was watching it and thinking, actually, he's a really nice guy. Watch his podcast. He's a legend. But he convinced everyone that he was this bad fucking geezer. And I was like, that's like I say, it is part of that. You don't just want two people who are like, best man wins and all that shit. You want it to be. I wish, honestly, sometimes I wish fucking football players were a bit more like. Imagine before the game, fucking.
Some of them are.
Yeah, but imagine before the game,
Roy Keane.
We're gonna fucking dick you 6-0, mate. On social media, and everyone be like, "Fucking, I can't wait to see the battle in midfield between
Roy Keane, Vieira."
That's what I mean. They were perfect, but nowadays it's all like. They battled and we did what we had to do and we gave.
Fucking hell, it's like having Harry Kane on the podcast.
And it's like I just wish that they were like fucking
hate each other.
Yeah, no.
Mate, when I play six aside, I fucking hate the other team.
Oh man,
I'm like literally want to kill them.
Fucking hell,
that's fucking cool.
I always get pumped up with football.
Yeah,
obviously after you're fine.
Yeah.
That's like you mean like post interview.
Yeah. Oh, even no, say pre.
Pre.
I'll be
like, Pre. They should just do pre ones.
Do you remember? What was
a
it?
Fucking.
Was it Kevin Keegan and Alex Ferguson? And
I love it if we beat them.
I love it if we. But remember that. Remember the game. You were hyped up because you were like, he's put something out there. And now it's gonna get settled. In this game. And people like things being settled by competition. And that's why people love boxing because.
Well, it's one-on-one, innit? And it's literally personality v personality.
Most definitely. Speaking of the boxing and stuff, I don't think we could finish this off without having a quick mention of Tyson, the fight. Who's
that?
What did you guys think of that fight?
Yeah, I mean, the conditioning that he's got himself into to get fair play, mate. I fucking struggled to get into condition myself.
Thinking the age as well.
The age and the stuff he's put his body through to get. Cause like I say, they come out fucking ripped to fuck, didn't they?
He still looks fucking dangerous.
It's still Mike Tyson. And
do you think there'll be any more?
Well, that was interesting. The interview afterwards, Mike was like, "I'll do it again. I'll do it again," and then the other guy was just like. Yeah, I'm gonna run it past the family, and if they're right with it, blah blah.
Someone said apparently the difference between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, it was the same as Jake Paul and Nate Robinson in that thing. Apparently just Tyson's at such a higher level.
Yeah.
I think
he took it steady.
To be fair, I think everyone's tuning in for Mike. isn't they? Is it whoever Mike's fighting?
Sure.
Yeah. Mike Tyson took it steady in that fight. I think he could have. I think he really could have hurt.
Well, they weren't allowed to knock each other out, were they? There's like no knockouts. There was all sorts of weird.
It was like an exhibition.
Yeah, very strange.
Mike Tyson could have, because there's a few times he threw a few punches and you thought, fucking hell, like he's. And like when he used to box before, think back, we're going back 25 years or whatever.
Yeah,
like
longer. Like 30.
All the science and stuff of like recovery and
like
all the fitness and all that sort of stuff. It weren't at the level it is today. So like he's been training with like today's like like getting that freeze tank,
cryo tanks,
and all that sort of stuff. And like I say, he's been training like a proper athlete. He's been getting eating all the right meals. Probably weren't doing that before. Probably So
he was like you say, doing fucking 80s sports science. Which
he's probably nowhere near what he was when he was in his prime, but in the latter stage in his career, he's probably in better shape now than he was in the latter stage of his career.
His last fight was in June 2005, apparently. Roy Jones Jr.'s fucking last fight was February 2018.
And he's
51.
He looks ripped. Look at his
he had another. I think he had another exhibition fight.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Roy Jones Jr. had a fight with like a fucking MMA person or something.
Did he?
I can't remember.
Oh, really? Oh, weird.
Mate, they're in incredible shape for their age. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's even rumours now that Lennox Lewis is going to come out of retirement.
Oh,
that would be good.
It's a paycheck, though, isn't it?
Mate,
you don't know how their finances are.
Yeah, why not?
I think that's the biggest thing. And also, I guess you probably missed the feeling. You know, I know. What's his name? The English guy, British boxer.
Current Bruno?
No.
Was he boxed now?
Ricky Hatton.
Oh, yeah.
He said he fucking got into a massive cocaine addiction because he couldn't handle, having that fucking high walking into the ring and stuff, and then it's just all gone. So it could be an element of that as well, wanting to experience that high again of stepping into the ring and shit. Obviously, this wasn't in front of a crowd, unfortunately.
I don't think you'll ever. There'd be no better feeling than walking out to battle.
Yeah,
it's like a boxer.
Yeah, especially in your fucking prime.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like the music.
You'd never
everyone's there.
That.
It's just you and the other person. Like it must be when you win. I can't think.
Oh my fucking god!
Think it's a better.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, it certainly was.
Maybe scoring in the World Cup final. Actually, that'd be fucking
cool. Yeah,
that would go on.
Maybe getting that £15 million check.
Yeah, for throwing it. For throwing it. Dear oh dear.
Putting it wide.
Score an OG.
Yeah.
Celebrate it.
Yeah, get two. Get the 15 mil and score in the final.
Goal. Yeah. Fucking hell. But no, it was definitely a spectacle, and there was a lot of hype around. I think it did like 1.4 million pay-per-view.
That's madness.
Yeah, something like that.
That is crazy.
Fucking crazy.
Like I say,
it's there.
A YouTuber, an old NBA player, and two
and two.
At the end of the day,
50-year-olds.
If people will tune in for it, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
I'd get in fight fucking Mike Tyson for that kind of money.
You got to survive one round.
Yeah,
I'd give him 10 more years.
Yeah,
then I'll step in.
64, get in there.
I think that's what
he'd wait until he comes in a Fat and Zimmer frame.
Yeah.
It's still better, man.
Yeah.